these glorious sunflowers that my girlfriend gave me, and they're going to be the subject for today's painting. Thank you, Irene, for the place one sunflower completely on the side. So I'm just drawing in ellipses to suggest where they're going to go. And then there's another one up here that's completely on its side. There's one facing me here. I'm going to make that one a little bigger than it actually. So there's all this beautiful greenery I'll be able to add in here. I'm not going to bother sketching in the leaves. I'll put in the flowers first and then I'll do the leaves after. I want to place the flowers. That's most important to me. So I love the idea of odds. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I really want to put in a fifth, add something down there. I'll see how it goes. The vase is full of, I'll put in the water level as well. There, another ellipse for the water level, and make it really loose inside the water, then a little bit of definition outside, above the water level, and the whole thing will be very loose. The sunflower is yellow and the center is spray lightly. There, maybe I'll spray down here. This one came up here and it goes up in this direction. They need to be much fatter. While I've got all these colours, I'm going to add water here, all along here I think, and do the yellow, the stem. Will I do the yellow here, a stem and big yellow, or big yellow? Yeah, a big yellow there. So long stem, and grab some burnt sienna and give it, it's got little knobbly bits along it. Table. Very very simple. There. And then I'm going to add little bits of cobalt into the vase. I quite like putting it in right now because it's beautiful and wet, and it will do all this glorious travelling. And I'm going to allow the colours to mix easily. Okay, I'm going to just tip the water around, see what sort of beautiful things it's doing on its own. I've got a towel here, just going to grab that, and that'll save me mopping up my board. I'm working on a big piece of acrylic, allowing all of that to mix, and I'll tip it the other way. I'll turn it around so you can see it. Tipping the other way. There. I'm just going to mop the board. Don't want water gathering underneath my painting. Okay. Back to the orientation I'm going with. And I'm loving the blue, the cobalt. So I've loaded my brush with cobalt and dipped it back into the green. Go around that. Just suggesting here is the tabletop, but I don't really want it so well defined there, so just get rid of that. And I like that that misted up in that way. I might do a bit more. And so now I'm going to tip it this way. See what it does. There's lots of water here, so I'm going to make sure it's not underneath. Otherwise it surprises you, and not always in a good way. Okay, back to letting the water travel. I'm quite enjoying what that's doing there, so I'm going to get a little more cobalt. It's got a stack of green in it now, and just see if I can just, it's too green. Right, that's better. I don't want a green and yellow painting. Does not satisfy me in any way. Oh, that's better. I just love blue, so blue makes everything feel better. I'm going to put some blue in the vase inside. There, I like that. And there. That's better. The vase goes up there, so I'm going to define the inside a little, and over here define the outside a little. It goes up there. That's the outside. Just suggesting little bits here and there. Okay. I'm going to tip again. I'm going to tip this way only because I don't really want that going the other direction. I'll turn it around so you can see what I'm allowing it to do. I'm going to spray these drips in here because they'll just end up as dots and might be a bit distracting, so I'm just allowing it to move by wetting it. And push that in. That's better. Go this way now, upside down. Turn it around and allow the paint to come this way. Just dripping, it's completely upside down. Grab my towel again. I love how it's just mixing so gently with the green that's there. I put in some more. Okay, and this one has multiple layers of green leaves there. That's its stem. I'm going to redo that stem. I'm loving what's happening inside the water, and each of the stems has a little break where the water line is, so I'm liking that. This stem is seen and it's quite green. Okay, I'm going to start with thick phthalo, and it'll go down into there. And then here's this stem. It's beautiful with the phthalo green because it does that magical moving thing. And this has a stem, but we can't really see it, but it does go up here and over there and over to there. I'll just add a little to that stem. I'm going to try very much to resist touching that one anymore because I don't want it to be distracting. Okay, I'm going to dry it now so I can add a little more detail. Goes onto there. Bit of a line there, so that's why I'm spraying that one. Just spray some of the yellow flower in a little bit. So I've defined some petals, but not all of them. There's a big green that's come through. That's nice. Get rid of my towel again, turn it around. Ah, that's better. So I've defined some of it, and I've got found edges, soft edges, and that's very much what I wanted. This is a result of this paint travelling along there, and I quite like it, but I think it's just a little distracting, so I'm going to get a brush loaded with water and make it direct it that way. I don't love what I've done here, so, and I don't love some of that, so there, big spray. I'm going to say it's done. I'm going to try not to fiddle with this one. I so often get to this point and begin to fiddle, and sometimes there's quite a lovely freshness to it when it's at this stage. So I'm going to put it on my drying rack now, so that it can dry, and then I'm going to try very hard not to fiddle with it. Oh, it's almost dry enough for me to sign. I like to use a colour that is in the painting. This blue. I'm going to use cobalt. And nice spot down here for my signature. Well, it's really damp there, but it's dry enough for me to put it here. Just get rid of a little bit of the paint over there. Just taking it off to the edge of my brush. Marion Chapman. Very loose sunflowers. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already.